We got another player popped yesterday from the Toronto Raptors. What's his name? He's kind of a no-namer, but he's fascinating.
Michael Porter Jr.'s brother.
Is that really Michael Porter Jr.'s brother?
Yeah, I was reading the entire piece about him.
I missed that.
Yeah, he's basically making $415,000 this year. He was on a 2-way contract essentially, and they went down the rabbit hole of everything that was going on. What was his something Porter? What was his name?
It is Jontay Porter. Jontay Porter. So yeah, he was Jontay Porter went to Mizzou. So apparently March 20th in a game against the Phoenix Suns, Porter played just 3 minutes before leaving the game due to what the Raptors said was an illness and did not return. He did not score. He attempted to miss 1 shot and had 2 rebounds. Sportsbooks had his over-under set at around 7.5 points and 5.5 rebounds. The next day, DraftKings Sportsbooks reported its users that Porter's prop bets were the number one moneymaker from the night in the NBA.
And then it happened again.
January 26th against the Clippers. There was an increased betting interest on the under from Porter props, which for the night were set at 5.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. There was also an over-under for Porter's made threes, which was half a three. That night, Porter played just 4 minutes before leaving the game due to what the Raptors said was a re-aggravation of an eye injury he suffered 4 days earlier in the game against the Memphis Grizzlies. He did not score against the Clippers, had 3 rebounds and 1 assist, and did not attempt a 3, meaning the under hit into all of his props. The next day, as part of a daily report to its users on betting results, DraftKings Sportsbooks reported that the under on Porter's 3-pointers was the biggest money winner for bettors for any NBA player props from games that evening. Porter played 19 minutes 2 days later, scored 12.7 rebounds and 3 assists. So maybe it works like this. He's not making a lot of money, right? Maybe he has a best friend. It's like, look at my props. I got the game plan, the scouting report. I'm not going to play much unless it's a blowout. Go ahead, cast the unders on me. Like, I'm not even going to attempt a 3. Then his boy tells all his boys, and his boys tell all his boys, and it becomes just a who's who or who's betting. I'm just speculating. I'm speculating on how this could have went down here, but it's pretty ironic that his unders hit. And so he's a first of possibly many players in the NBA. Football's already had it. We've already seen Calvin Ridley pop for a year, Jamison Williams pop for 6 games, and many others. But now in the NBA, we're starting to get some action here. Jontay Porter popped here, and they've speculated. What was he is out of the lineup and is subject of an NBA investigation into irregularities on prop betting involving him. So
1 year ago on May 4th, Alabama baseball coach Brad Bohannon was fired. And he was basically fired. This is Alabama college baseball. Sportsbook surveillance video indicated that the person who placed the bets was communicating with the coach, the head coach of Alabama baseball, with multiple sources with direct information, told ESPN. And essentially, he scratched starters late in the game, and the OCCC was alerted to the alleged activity. And these Las Vegas bookmakers, and they have algorithms and these computer systems. When they see suspicious activity on random stuff and a lot of money that normally wouldn't be going to something as small as a Porter, this guy Porter, this random guy and his bet, like, they have computers in place that are going to alert this. And the reason why Vegas clearly and DraftKings they want everything on the up and up because they want the consumer to believe that there's integrity. So there's incentive for all of these companies that are taking your bets to also police it and to make sure that everybody is on the up and up. So to regulate it is extremely important. This guy, the Alabama coach, he'll never coach again.
No.
And he was basically doing a version of what we thought Pete Rose was doing back in the 80s, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And now I look at this guy Porter, and here's what I say. I don't know what his algorithm is in his head, but if you're on a $415,000 salary, okay, how much money was he betting on himself in scratching in this situation?
I know.
Where I want to know, where does he draw the line? Is it just for the action? Is it to make his friends money? Is it to make himself money indirectly?
Maybe him money, his friends money. I don't know, but this is probably not the first time it's happened. I'm going to
totally agree.
And it won't be the last time it happens. Tim Donaghy, in the documentary about the refs fixing games or whatnot, It is possible. But my thing is, too, with Shohei, right? Shohei knows. And this is, if a player knows, it's like insider trading on Wall Street. NASDAQ, Dow Jones, you know something happening. You know, Jed York, they say, hey, by the way, he's going to be principal owner now with the 49ers. But, you know, the whole thing in Santa Clara is like insider trading. He knew this, and his stock went up. Well, yeah,
Martha Stewart moved money to save money when the stock started to crash, and that's why she's in jail. In essence, that's that's the layman's.
So what's the difference between a player knowing, hey, I know the game plan, I'm going to sit on the bench, I know I'm only going to play 4 minutes a night, or I'm not even going to play unless there's garbage time. I have a prop bet set. I go in there in the last 4 minutes, and hey, my prop is to hit a 3. Yeah, I'm not going to shoot a 3. I'm going to make sure the under cashes.
So Draymond's been doing. No, I'm just teasing. I'm totally teasing. That was a joke. Total joke.
So I mean, this is the equivalent to insider trading.
So as a gambler, because you gamble more than I do. I'm not I don't pretend to know anything, and I'm not saying that you gamble. You read these kinds of stories, and what do you think?
Not surprised.
But does it make you less likely or more likely to continue gambling?
Well, number one, I don't bet on the NBA as it is.
Okay.
Because the NBA is always tricky, and I just feel like I'm kind of a partner with the NBA these days, so I think it's unethical to try to do that, and I don't want to lose my job over gambling. It's like, hey, wait, Bonte, you know what's going on with the Warriors, or you're betting all this money. No, not going to catch me up like that. But it does make me look at the roster. It makes me think, like, damn, maybe I need to look at the 13th man on the team and look at their prop bets. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm. But also, it's just the first of many episodes.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
And what I think is going to happen is that the NBA, Major League Baseball, the NFL, they're going to sweep these stories under the rug. They will handle it behind the scenes because they can't take these hits anymore. They can't afford. Like, I think the common fan is like, these guys are betting on themselves. They're going to think that it's fixed. Some people are going to think that the script is in. You know what I'm saying? So this thing can go in so many different ways. I think these organizations know that they need the DraftKings money.
Yeah.
They need the FanDuel money. Gambling's prevalent. I think they're going to start sweeping these stories under the rug.
See, I would go the other direction. I think guys like Porter, who are, they're let's be honest, none of us really knew this guy existed. Most of us, okay? B, you do this for a living. Did you? I didn't even know.
I didn't know Tay Porter. Michael Porter's junior brother was in the league. I had no idea.
Okay, so I don't feel ashamed that I didn't know who this guy was. I think guys like him, the no-namers, are going to get hung out to dry publicly to set an example for everyone else. Shohei, they're going to do everything they can
to protect him.
Absolutely. There's different levels to it.
But you don't think, too, like the league, even with Porter's little brother here, Jontay Porter, even stories like that, the NBA is like, look, we can't keep taking PR hits.
Well, he's rogue, is what they're going to say.
He's rogue. We don't know anything about it. We're going to regulate this.
Exactly.
But then I think they're going to start sweeping these stories under the rug. All these organizations, you can't take the black eye because now all of a sudden people are going to be coming down your road saying, well, why are you taking the gambling money? Why are you allowing stadiums to have gambling machines inside your stadiums? How can I bet at your stadium? What's going on here? So now, do you risk taking that away? Because now it's off the hook. I mean, I can literally bet a live bet sitting in my seat at Chase Center if I wanted to. I'm a live bet the Warriors right now. I'm watching everything.
You and I went to Vegas. I was there for the Pac-12 championship game. People in the row, okay, not even the Super Bowl. Super Bowl, we're up in the media area. People in the row were betting as the game was going on from their seat.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't, now I'll say this about Jontay Porter. He didn't compromise the basketball game. He just compromised his own stats, which is kind of wild. Now, was there over-under set in that? Is there a point spread? What if he doesn't take a shot and the Raptors are not covering by half a point? Now you're messing with millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? This
is not good.
This is not, no, but you had to figure that things are like this are going to happen.
Oh, no doubt.
When you invite gambling.
So, like, when you play on a team, and I know you've played football and stuff, and you play many sports, so you get it. But, like, I'm going to use baseball as an example. If I know a guy's got a sore shoulder on my team, okay, we're going to hey, just, if the ball goes to right field, dude can't throw right now. Like, his shoulder's jacked. And you as the other team, if you know that, you're taking 2 all day on that guy. Take it to the next level.
Oh, I know.
Right? Take that kind of insider knowledge to the next level of what you're talking about and what you could do financially in terms of how you're hedging that. I mean, if you knew a guy, like, and I seen this whole breakdown on Shohei apparently throwing games,
right.
I don't even know if I believe it. It's some rabbit hole that I saw on the internet from some guy that I can't verify or gal that I can't verify online.
Right.
But I'm not going to lie to you. I went down the rabbit hole and I'm like, yeah, it seems plausible.
No, it does.
That doesn't mean that I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying, like, I'm not surprised.
No, I'm not surprised either. No, I mean, when you look at everything, like, example, Logan Webb goes out there and throws a no-hitter. You know, he probably threw about 115 pitches.
Yes.
That next start, somebody may know that, they're only throwing 80 today.
Yeah, he's getting yanked.
He's getting yanked after the 5th inning. So the over-under on innings pitched, I'm going to slam the under. Slam the under. But on a team where you know the game plan, you know that, hey, bullpen's on call, they're going to be ready to go by the 5th inning, you know there may be a short hook for that starting pitcher. So that compromises things. Now all of a sudden you're like, let's go bet under 6 innings for Logan Webb's innings pitched today. And you may cash it in depending on how the previous story goes. But everybody in that clubhouse knows what's going on. You get the scouting report. You got all the intel. You know what this guy can do. You know all the strengths and weaknesses. Same thing with the NBA team. Same thing with football. You go to the Super Bowl, maybe Brendan Ike's like, damn, I know I'm only getting 6 targets. So this is a Devo-heavy game plan. So maybe Brendan Ike goes out there and tells his boy in Vegas, hey, bet the under on catches for me. Debo's getting all the targets today. You
know, when you're bringing up like the injuries and people knowing, I was thinking about a conversation we had with Tim Ryan at the beginning of the year this year. We were standing at training camp or whatever, and we're just chilling, and T-Rock comes over to us, and he's got the glasses and everything, and he's talking about Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
What did he tell us about Christian McCaffrey heading to the NFC Championship game?
He said they didn't think he was going to play. They were shocked he was going to play because his leg was basically purple. His leg was jacked up, and we had no idea.
No one had any idea.
Nobody had any idea.
So, like, and I know, like, if you knew that, and you were part of the, like, no one did, but I'm saying if you knew that, like, yeah, you're gonna bet a certain way.
Oh, I'm betting the Eagles heavy, thinking that McCaffrey's not even gonna finish the football game.
All his unders. You know what I mean?
All the unders.
And like, but
so imagine being on the equipment manager of the 49ers. Not saying that he's doing this. But he knows that McCaffrey's limping around, and he knows that McCaffrey is 50-50.
Yeah.
The guy may be making 60 G's a year. What if that equipment manager
is just a great point.
Text one, and he's talking to his family member. He's like, hey, man, McCaffrey may not go. Because you know the insiders are telling somebody something. Mm-hmm. Nobody can hold water in these organizations. Mm-hmm. Somebody's telling somebody something. And he tells it, hey, Dad, man, McCaffrey's leg's purple. Like, hey, take that for what it is, but he may not play. Now his dad may be like, let me talk to one of my buddies.
This is like real life Sopranos.
No, it is.
That's what I did. It's crazy.
It is. I mean, but seriously, that could happen. And maybe somebody was like, you know what? I'm going to take the under on McCaffrey. I got some insider information that nobody knows. But you got to be clear that are they going to start tapping phones? What are they going to do? Like, this is.
I got no clue.
I don't know how you regulate this.
The computers have algorithms that flag certain things. So, like, think about your own, and we're all on like a different level than all you guys, but like, when you have like a dark activity on the web, you've been notified because you pay for Experian, like some credit check thing.
Right.
You have suspicious activity on your credit card, and your credit card's been locked because you bought something at a gas station that looked a little suspicious or something like that. Imagine what they're doing at DraftKings, at BetMGM, and all these. They are trying to put stuff in place to notify them of suspicious activity.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
But how much is getting through?
Well, they know when guys are slamming. So what happens is some of these companies is if you start slamming a prop bet, they'll just close the bet. They'll shut it down.
Oh, I didn't know
They'll shut it down. It's like, there's too much money coming in on this prop. Too much action. Let's shut it down right now.
Didn't know that.
I know when I was betting on Bovada and I was having a run, right? A good hot streak. All of a sudden, those same bets that I was hitting on were no longer presented to me. They would freeze like some of those bets. I'm like, they're on to me. They know I'm cashing in on these live bets. I swear to God,
they're on to me.
Seriously. And then those live bets would just go away. That would be presented to me. I'm like, wait, I want to bet this. So Bovada's ruthless like that anyway.